Congratulations, you just had a baby! Right now, your world is diapers, sleepless nights, and staring at this tiny human wondering how something so small can completely take over your life. College is the last thing on your mind. Chemistry textbooks, dorm rooms, tuition bills, that all feels impossibly far away. But here's the quiet truth most parents don't realize until it's too late. The clock just started. In 2025, the average cost of a four-year degree at a public university, including room and board, is already north of $100,000. Private schools are double that. And if college costs continue rising anywhere close to historical inflation, your newborn's education in 2043 could cost dramatically more than it does today. Most parents don't act until their child is 10 or 12. That's when panic sets in. Suddenly, they're staring down tuition bills and trying to save thousands of dollars a month with very little time left. That's not a strategy. That's damage control. But you? You have something incredibly rare. You have time. Today, I'm going to show you how starting at year zero, literally the year your child is born, allows you to build a $100,000 college fund without sacrificing your retirement or your lifestyle. We'll walk through the math, the smartest account to use, and how small, consistent decisions today can give your child a massive head start later. This isn't about being rich. It's about being early. Let's start the clock. Let's ground this in numbers, not wishful thinking. If your goal is to have $100,000 available in 18 years, the amount you need to save depends almost entirely on when you start. If you begin at birth, year zero, and earn a conservative 7% annual return in a diversified index-based portfolio, you only need to invest about $230 per month. That's roughly $7.50 a day. A coffee, a streaming subscription, the kind of money that quietly disappears without a plan. Over 18 years, you'll personally contribute just under $50,000. The other half? That comes from compound growth. Time does the heavy lifting for you. Now let's look at the cost of waiting. If you wait until your child turns 10, you've lost more than half the runway. With only 8 years left, you now need to save nearly $800 per month to reach the same $100,000 goal. Same child, same education, radically different burden. That's the hidden penalty of procrastination. Early on, progress feels slow. After the first year, you might only see a few $1,000s in the account. It doesn't feel impressive. But that's how compounding works, quietly at first, then aggressively. By the final years, the growth happening inside the account can exceed what you're adding each year. The snowball becomes the avalanche. This is the entire philosophy behind year zero investing. Don't try to outwork time, use it. So where should this money live? For most families in 2025, the most efficient starting point is a 529 college savings plan. Think of a 529 like a Roth-style wrapper for education. You contribute money that's already been taxed, but once it's inside the account, it grows tax-free. And when you use it for qualified education expenses, tuition, room and board, books, even a laptop, you owe zero federal taxes on the withdrawals. Compare that to saving in a regular brokerage account. If you build $100,000 there, a meaningful portion of that balance may be taxable when you sell investments to pay tuition. Depending on returns and tax rates, that could easily cost you $10,000 to $15,000. Choosing the right account is like finding free money hiding in plain sight. On top of that, many states offer tax deductions or credits for 529 contributions. In some states, it's effectively an instant 5 to 10% return just for participating. Now let's address the biggest fear parents have. What if my kid doesn't go to college? That used to be a valid concern. It's much less so today. Under current rules, up to $35,000 of unused 529 funds can be rolled into a Roth individual retirement account for your child, as long as the account has been open long enough and certain limits are followed. That means leftover money can become the foundation of their retirement instead of a penalty.
You can also change the beneficiary to a sibling, a relative, or even yourself.
The key takeaway is this. A 529 is no longer a narrow bet on one outcome. It's a flexible planning tool, especially when used early. Now let's talk about acceleration. The IRS allows a strategy called Superfunding, where you front-load a 529 using up to 5 years of gift exclusions at once. In 2025, that means an individual can contribute up to $95,000 into a 529 in a single year without triggering gift taxes, as long as it's treated as spread over 5 years. If a grandparent contributes $50,000 at birth and never adds another dollar, that account could grow to roughly $170,000 by age 18 at a 7% return. That's the power of early capital plus time. But even without large lump sums, families underestimate the impact of small, consistent gifts. Birthdays, holidays, graduations. Instead of more toys, tell family members, we're contributing to their future. Most 529 plans offer simple gifting links that make it easy for relatives to contribute directly. 4 grandparents giving $50 each adds up quickly when compounded over 18 years. This turns college funding into a shared mission and dramatically reduces the pressure on parents alone. And here's the real payoff. When your child turns 18, they're not staring at student loan calculators. They're choosing opportunities, schools, internships, paths. That's what money really buys. Options. Saving $100,000 for college sounds overwhelming if you start late. From year 0, it's just math. About $230 a month, a tax-efficient account, and the discipline to let time work. Open the account as soon as your child gets a Social Security number. Automate contributions, ignore the noise, revisit once a year. This isn't about perfection, it's about direction. If this breakdown helped you see college planning differently, hit like and subscribe to join the Wealth Logic community. I've linked a 529 calculator below so you can run your own numbers. And next, if you want, I'll break down the best 529 plans state by state so you can avoid high fees and bad options. Because the best gift you can give your child isn't just money, it's foresight.